before this hearing, when we heard about it, we asked our constituents and our friends on Facebook, what would they want me to ask you? And the main response was addressing the perceived and in many instances confirmed bias and viewpoint discrimination against Christians and conservatives on your platform. Today, listening to this, I think the two main issues are user privacy and censorship. The Constitution of the United States and the First Amendment says, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion nor prohibiting the free exercise thereof, nor will it abridge the freedom of speech, of the press, the right of people to assemble or address the Congress for redress of grievances. So petition the Congress for redress of grievances. I've got a copy of the Constitution I want to give you at the end of this hearing. The reason I say all that, this is maybe a rhetorical question, but why not have a community standard for free speech and free exercise of religion that is simply a mirror of the First Amendment with algorithms that are viewed, have a viewpoint that is neutral? Why not do that?
Well, Congressman, I think that we can all agree that certain content like terrorist propaganda should have no place on our network. And the First Amendment, my understanding of it, is that that kind of speech is allowed in the world. I just don't think that it is the kind of thing that we want to allow to spread on the internet. So once you get into that, you're deciding that you take this value of that you care about safety and that we don't want people to be able to spread information that could cause harm. And I think that our general responsibility is to allow the broadest spectrum of free expression as we can.
And I appreciate that answer. You're right about propaganda and other issues there. And I believe the Constitution generally applies to government and says that Congress shall make no law respecting, talks about religion, and then we won't abridge the freedom of speech or the press. But the standard has been applied to private businesses, whether those are newspapers or other media platform. And I would argue that social media has now become a media platform to be considered in a lot of ways the same as other press media. So I think the First Amendment probably does apply and will apply. What will you do? Let me ask you this. What will you do to restore the First Amendment rights of Facebook users and ensure that all users are treated equally, regardless of whether they are conservative, moderate, liberal, or whatnot?
Well, Congressman, I think that we make a number of mistakes in content review today that I don't think only focus on one political persuasion. And I think it's unfortunate that when those happen, people think that we're focused on them. And it happens in different political groups. I mean, we have.
But in the essence of time, conservatives are the ones that raise the awareness that their content has been pulled. I don't see the same awareness being raised by liberal organizations, liberal candidates, or liberal policy statements. So I think you've been made aware of this over the last 2 days. Probably need to go back and make sure that those things are treated equal, and I would appreciate you to do that. Again, I appreciate the platform, I appreciate the work you do, and we stand willing and able to help you here in Congress because Facebook is an invaluable part of what we do and how we communicate. So thanks for being here.
Thank you.
I yield back.